This is video 6, and what we're going to do in this video is add some fire alarms and do fire alarm audibility. So the first thing we need to do is add a fire alarm symbol. So from the insert symbol library, we will go to the fire alarm and we can decide on the type of symbol that we want to import. It might be electronic, might be a bell sounder. So let's put an electronic sounder in, insert it, placing it on the layout. This then gives us the ability to then start entering the loudness of the sounder. So the manufacturer will have published data. So let's say 95 dBA at 1000 Hertz, measured at a distance of 1 meter, and OK that. We can, if we want to, again apply the attributes. This will give you the part number, manufacturer, unit cost, etc. in the crystal report bill of quantities. If you want to suppress that for future symbol addition, you can do so. Again, it's going to want you to place another symbol. Well, I'm only going to do one fire alarm for the time being, so I'll escape, cancel that. So what we would then do is go to the display menu and select the fire alarm audibility option, where we then select the fire alarm with one click, and then we decide on where we want the noise to be heard. So we're placing the observer effectively. So if we're sitting in the corner of the room here, double clicking, this will give us an initial resulting sound pressure level. Now what we obviously need to do is look at the attenuation of that sound pressure level through that partition. So to do that, we would go into details and we would then go through and select a generic material that best reflects the construction you've got. So if it's some sort of stud partitioning, for example, you would select the list there and then go down and select the material type. So it's worth pointing out at this stage, when the mechanical guys set up the constructions, there is absolutely no audibility data whatsoever associated with that. There's just no data available at all. So what you're doing is picking the nearest equivalent material from this generic listing, which is imported from the technical memoranda. And that gives you a further form of attenuation on there as well. So if I OK that and then close, this leaves the little elastic band available. The audibility check will only go through one partition. So if you wanted to do the room next door, the direct route takes you through two partitions, so you must do the dog leg. So you click once and then you double click, gives you 58 dBA. And again, you would go to the listing of materials, pick the nearest one, OK that, and that then gives you the resulting sound pressure in that space. And of course you can do a printout, there are the details available. Close that down. And then once you finish with that alarm, again, if you're going to just do an observer in the corridor, that's fairly straightforward. You're getting 81 dBA. Right next to the alarm, you're getting a little bit higher. So further down the listing there, you can see, depending where you are. So if you was going to do the room next door, I would have to dogleg into that one as well as we did before. Once you finish with this alarm, pressing escape removes that, and you would go off and do another one. So we've got another fire alarm on the layout. We can see one in the corridor here. Display fire alarm audibility, select the next one and repeat that process. So it's very much done on an individual fire alarm basis with the selection connected to the fire alarm until such a time you press escape to cancel it.